I'm back with another 52-week savings challenge to help you start saving money for an emergency fund if you're not. And it is working with small amounts of money. So no matter what your financial situation is, you should be able to still take away small amounts of money, put it away to the side, and save it for an emergency fund. So stay tuned for this great tip that is going to help you save money for an emergency fund, because they do come and you want to be ready and you want to have money to tap into. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. Thank you for stopping by. Wanda is my name and saving money is my game. If you're not saving for emergencies, let's make it yours too. Let's save more in 2025. Let's save more money in 2025, and we'll be glad that we did. And I'm asking if you will subscribe to this channel, click the thumbs up button, drop me a comment and let me know, what do you think of this video? Is it helpful? Is it a great idea? I'm very curious to know. And would you share this video, because there may be someone that could use this content also. And would you click the notification bell so you may be notified every time I upload a new video. I want to say thank you for being here. Welcome to everyone, and I hope everyone is doing well. And if you're participating in this particular savings challenge, let me know your progress so I can rejoice with you. Yeah, because I'm happy for you if you're saving money for emergencies. You know, you will be happy if an emergency comes and you have the money to tap into. Trust me. You will be. You know, one thing we have to do, we have to have good behavior with money. We need to live on less than what we make. Watch our spending. Staying out of this. And those are things that can help us save money for an emergency. There's nothing worse than being in this situation when an emergency comes. Now, I have 7 savings challenges, and today's savings challenge is savings challenge number 7, which I do on Sundays. And what you need for this savings challenge is some change. See that? Change. And you need a container to put your money in, okay? It doesn't have to be this big, but something, okay, that can hold the money. Yeah. And for this particular savings challenge, now at first when I started this, I was just taking random amounts of change and just putting it here every Sunday to show you, you can do something. You can start with something small. Sometimes I would have $1, sometimes $5, sometimes $3 or $4, whatever I could get my hands on, and was adding it in here. And I started this one, I think it was May of 2024, I believe it was, yeah. So then once $170 got in here, I started realizing if I start putting $35 in here every Sunday, it will equal up to $1,000, because I kept saying, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna save $1,000 worth of change, but I was just, getting random amounts of change just to show you all you can do something if you don't have one. Y'all, we need an emergency fund. Yes, we do. I was just looking at a video today of this YouTuber by the name of his channel is called Frank Talks Money. And he was giving a kind of like a testimony, but he was talking about how his uncle was at work, I believe about a week ago, and he passed out at work. Well, he said his uncle was very sick, and I think he had to have surgery, but they actually thought they was going to lose him. He, thought he was not going to be with them. But anyway, I believe he had the surgery and he recovered. But he can't go back to work until about December. And he talked about how his uncle was really horrible with the money. He was already living from paycheck to paycheck, and he said he's supposed to get short-term disability. But he said he's just winging it until the money comes. He said he had no mercy fund, no money saved. And So, and he won't go back to work till December. Those bills don't stop. They keep on coming. And if your situation is where you're living from paycheck to paycheck, you can't afford to miss any pay. Even if you're going to get some money coming in, and you don't know when it's going to come in. So, I thought that, but thank God his uncle is, better. And he said he had talked to his uncle and everything. But he said, he just basically winging it. And, that's why I'm on here telling you all, save for emergencies. And I know Christmas is coming. Don't go get in a bunch of debt for Christmas. Don't get in no debt for Christmas. If you don't have an emergency fund, save money, your 3 to 6 months of your living expenses, you shouldn't even really be buying any Christmas gifts. I mean, I'm not saying you can't give anybody anything, because you could do things like make things, cook a dinner, have them over for that or something. But to go out and spend money you don't have, run up a bunch of credit cards and all of that, that would not be a good idea. And we want to have at least $1,000 saved for emergency, and that can cover emergency up to $1,000. So if you have emergency for $100 up to $1,000, you got the money to take care of it. But we don't want to stop there. We want to save 3 to 6 months of our living expenses. Sit down and calculate what your living expenses are for the month. And when you're writing all of this down, look and see what you can eliminate that you're paying for. Just like I happened to look at my my statement and notice that I'm paying $14.99 a month for Amazon Audible. Now, I can't remember when I got that, but I'm not even using that, so I'm finna get that off of there. It's coming out of my checking account every month. I had completely forgot about it, and I got it because where I work, I was going to be listening to, certain books that I wanted to read or whatever. You can listen to it, but I haven't never did it. So I'm finna get rid of that. And like I said, it's $14.99. There's sometimes we have money going to things that we don't really even need and we're not even using. Like as a membership. If you have a membership at a gym and you're not using that, you need to get rid of that. Okay? All right. So those are things that will help us. And you won't have to go get this. Make sure you see it. And run up a bunch of these. Okay? That's what having an emergency fund will do. And that's what's saving 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. So like, say if you have 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. Say your living expenses for 6 months is, let's just say, $20,000. And for some reason you're not working anymore. Something like this happens. You can still pay your rent, your mortgage, your gas bill, your electric bill, your cell phone, your car payment, your life insurance, your car insurance. If you have cable, you should get rid of that and get those Amazon Fire Sticks. I mean, the thing about cable, they play the same movies over and over and over anyway. That's what I was looking at when I had AT&T. And I can't tell you how many times I saw Avatar. For a whole month. They play the same thing. And so then, I got rid of them because that bill was going up and up and up almost as much as a car payment. So I got rid of them and went to Spectrum. And they was cool at first. And then that bill started going up and up and got rid of that. And now using Amazon Fire Sticks, they have tons of movies and so much you can watch. It's just endless. Okay, yeah, that, and I think the other one is, I forgot the other name of those other Fire Sticks, but things like that. All you have to do is pay for internet. Yeah, so that will help. So yeah, and this is a great savings challenge for you if you're in this situation right here. Because like I said, it's taking small amounts of money. Now, what I did after I was putting in random amounts of change, Then I increased it to $35 a month. I've been putting $35 a month in here. Not a month. I mean a week every Sunday. Okay? Not a month, every Sunday. Trying to get this up to $1,000. And it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. And if this is your situation, you can really do this one because, like I said, it's working with small amounts of money. Now, if you can't do that amount every Sunday, just get change and throw it in here every time you can. Every time you break a $1 bill, $2 bill, $1 bill, $5 bill, whatever, when you get change. Now me, I'm a person that don't carry money on me. I had to stop that because I would have money and it would get away from me some way, somehow. And I would be thinking, okay, I had $20. What did I do with it? I had $30. What did I do with it? And I couldn't remember what I was doing with money. So what I started doing was just start paying for everything on my debit card. That way I could go back on my mobile banking and say, okay, I spend $10 at Walmart. I spend $30 at Target. I spend $15 at Walgreens or something, you know. And then once I saw how much I spent, I could remember what I bought. Sometimes I could, but that part didn't matter. I was able to keep up and not spending like I used to spend, just randomly spending this and randomly spending that. And, you know, and I wouldn't spend as much. And someone was telling me they felt like keeping cash helped them to spend less. But no, me putting it on my debit card helps me to keep track and watch my spending. So that just helps me. Okay, so matter of fact, it's so bad that sometimes it's like you need to have some cash on you. I mean, I don't. And there are sometimes you need cash. I was somewhere and I don't know, I think their system was down and they was only taking cash. So sometimes you need to have some cash. Okay? All right. So, and another thing that will help you, if you do anything you can to start coming out of this will help you also. Okay? All right. So, yeah. And, yeah, and we want to stay out of this and this because it's not free money. You pay a hefty price called interest, and the fees are horrendous, and we pay a lot of extra money that we don't need to pay. And if you're a person that likes to go to this place 2 or 3 times a week, if you go to the store and buy this, you would have more coffee and spend less money. Okay? All right. So today we're going to add $35 in change. So here's 10, 20, 30, and I have $5 worth of coins. See that? I am not going to count this because I already did. All right? Oh. Okay, yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this money. And you know, one thing about these savings challenges, I try to make them fun. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and add this money. Okay, so that's 10. 20. 'Come on out. I don't want to come out of there. Why do they want to come out of there? Guess I'm going to have to tear this one open. 30. And that's 5. Okay? Now, who started watching this when I first started this? This was empty. Now look at it. Okay? All right. So let me go ahead and record. That helps me. Okay. This is a 52-week savings challenge, and we're on week number 42. So that means we have 10 more weeks left. Yeah. And today is Sunday, October 12th, and this is called our Money Jar Savings Challenge. And we added $35. Okay, so the total amount is $555 because last week it was $520. Okay? All right, so what I might have to end up doing eventually, increasing the 35 to a little more to make it be 1,000 by the end of this year, which will be a 52-week savings challenge. Okay? All right, so I want to say, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you got great value out of this video. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you're doing this savings challenge or any other savings challenge, and let me know your progress so I can rejoice with you. You all have a safe, wonderful day, and happy savings. I'll catch you in the next video.